It's raining Rapashi. I dumped the rest in. They are not happy with me because of 50% water change and because of this giant hole that I dug up in the substrate. The Cories are happy. Look at this guy. Look at Shadow. He's happy. He couldn't be happier. Look at that. Eat, 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 eat. Look at Soldier over here. He's happy too. Aren't you? Dirty. Filter is doing its job. I pulled the filter out and cleaned it as well. You can see there's topaz back there. Just hanging out on the bottom. Look at these guys. Man, they sure love that Rapashi. Yum, 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 yum. Definitely having algae issues. Hence the 50% water change. I'll do another water change on Wednesday, and I'll do another one next Friday. The good news is it's not even registering ammonia. So, the nitrogen cycle, full effect, full swing, definitely converting any ammonia in the water to nitrites and nitrates. Definitely not enough plants to handle the nitrates in the water. That's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It just means more water changes for now until I can get some more of the plants in there. You can see the zebra nerite there, stripy. You can see in the very back there, we've got the, I think they're tiger nerites. This one, you just can't see him very good. His shale is really long. It's really kind of an interesting, so I'm not sure what's going on there, whether he's just deformed or what the story is. You can also see, let's see, where are my babies? My babies are all over the place. I think at last count there's 6 baby snails. I'm debating, there's one in the back there. I don't know if you can see him in the top by the bubbles there on the right side. Debating whether to get some shrimp. I think everybody has cherry shrimp, so I'm thinking blue bolts. Just finding a reliable source of quality shrimp. I've done business with Flip Aquatics. We have cherry shrimp up in the 10-gallon aquarium. They're doing very well. All of the baby guppies are doing very well. I've seen some baby shrimp, so that aquarium is just doing amazing. This aquarium is doing well, with the exception of the nitrates. So I'm thinking that the plants that I do have, all of this pearl grass, both on the bottom here and the floating clump that moves around the aquarium, I'm thinking that they are to a point now where there's enough coverage for some shrimp. The other part of that is I can always drop a couple more catappa leaves in, the Asian almond leaves. I can drop those in there. They do have medicinal qualities. The only downside is, the potential of them adding tannins to the water and staining the water. There we go. Spotted one of the babies. It could end up having a dark water scenario. I don't know if that's bad or good. I'm still learning. So I guess ultimately we'll find out. Now, as you can see, even after the water change, the fish are back to being happy, happy, happy. You can see the blood fins loving life, the neons loving life, the cardinals loving life, the glow light tetra coming in and getting him some Rapashi. They are loving it. The Cories love this hole. Absolutely love it. They've been in here a lot, way more than they had been. My concern was that under this layer of sand, and it was pretty interesting when I dug it up, there was a lot of bubbles that were released out. And I really think there was an anaerobic zone between the Eco Complete and the sand. And I should have done this from the start. I should have just dug a channel all the way down to the bottom of the aquarium and then put the sand in. In fact, I could have made it a little bit lower, almost like a riverbank, so that anything that, when the quarries go through and they turn up the sand, and they're splashing the sand up and moving it around, that it wouldn't kind of blow out like what you see over here. That is a result of my digging, but it was happening. It was happening a little bit. So I will be happy if I can clean this out. I think I'm just going to get a bigger siphon and then just siphon all that sand out. I'll siphon it out into a bucket. I'll let it settle, and then I'll clean it real good, and then I can reuse it back in the aquarium. I may need to buy a couple more bags of that sand, but I think it'll be a much better experience in the end, and it'll look a lot better. I'm also going to be pulling all these little rocks out, so that'll be a tedious process, but I just don't like the way that they look. I think it can look a lot better with maybe some 1-inch stones lining the sides of the path, or the river, or whatever you want to call it. Soldier turning over my sand for me. I did go through with my chopsticks and I just mixed up this sand real good. I also kind of used the swirl method with the siphon, so I can pull a lot of the algae and everything off of it, a lot of the mulm off the bottom, which does pretty well, but it does even better if I take the chopsticks in the other hand and just turn them around. Look at that baby. He's gonna go say hello to his brother there. All right. Well, still learning, still moving forward. Talk to you later.